Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's get this game started. To get signed up for this evening's quiz, come to this appropriately named website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get to the site, you'll notice we're just looking for some basic sign-up details from you, which includes a team name followed by an email address. And lastly, we want to know whether you are or are not a part of the league. If you are in the league, hi, welcome back. It's week 7 of season 61. Hope you're doing well so far this season. We'll check in with those standings in just a moment. If you're not in the league, hi, welcome. We want you here as well. Just let us know whether you are or are not, and we want you to play. So tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 topics are question and answer style rounds, and our 4th and final theme of the evening, that is when we get to the picture round portion of the game. So that, of course, means that the majority of the quiz is made up of these question and answer style rounds. And here's how that's going to work. I will ask you a question out loud. As I ask that question, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. So that means you're going to be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of those questions may have multiple choice options, but you're going to find that the vast majority, if not all of the questions tonight, are short answer in their structure. Enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then please click the button that says Submit Answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. There is a countdown timer that goes along with each of the 10 questions in all 3 of these question and answer style rounds. Keep an eye out for that timer. It can catch up on you, and just make sure that you've always clicked Submit Answers before it's too late. Let's say that you've entered in a response and you want to change your answer and you still have some time left on that timer. Please, by all means, submit an updated response. Just make sure that you click Submit Answers again so that we get your most up-to-date response. With that in mind, let's say you've spelled something incorrectly. That is not too big of a deal. I am able to see what you've put as your response, and I'll do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. Hi there, if you're just joining us, welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz. I am Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com to get signed up for this evening's game. Enter in a team name followed by an email address. And lastly, let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. Checking in with our league standings thus far in season 61, we've got We Drink and We Know Things at the top of the pack. And rounding out that 10th spot, we actually have a tie in 9th. And that tie is between the Teutonic Titwillows and Team Cockroach. Well done to our top 10 teams right now. And if you want to see how you're doing, maybe you don't see yourself here, head on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings for a full breakdown of the season thus far. We will be having our championship event in a few weeks' time. More details about that to come. All right, folks, get signed up for the game. quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once we get through those first 3 topics of the evening, those question and answer rounds, we'll close out our game with a picture round. The picture round is structured differently than our first 3 categories, and I'm going to save the details about how it works until we get to that point of the quiz. Before we get into our first round, there are 2 simple rules that I kindly ask that you all follow here tonight. Rule number 1, don't cheat at this game. Please refrain from looking the answers up. I know you can do that. It's not dazzling to me or anybody else, so don't cheat. Rule 2, don't give away the answers in the chat. Please feel free to talk with us throughout the night. Just refrain from spoiling things for others. Love to hear from you. Let's keep the conversation flowing here tonight. And with that, we're going to dive into our first round of the night. So come on down, to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in that team name, email address. Let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. And you are going to be joining these 47 fabulous trivia teams from New York City and around the world. Our first team to get signed up, we've got Dirty Baloney. Hello, Dirty Baloney. Down to our most recent team to join us, Goofballs. Hello to those two teams and every team in between. Best of luck on this evening's quiz. Our first category this evening, we are talking all about TV locations. TV locations. 10 questions in this topic. Let's do it. Round one. Question number one. Cougar Town, Bloodlines, and Burn Notice are all TV series set in which U.S. state? Shanester, yes, you are speaking directly to me. I love Cougar Town. I'm currently watching it on Hulu. It's so good. Your correct answer. All three of those shows are set in Florida. Florida, your correct response. A good start. 75% of you got it right. Question two. What Virginia town is home to the FBI Academy and lends its name to a 3-season ABC thriller drama series starring Priyanka Chopra Jonas? That town and that TV show are both called Quantico, is your correct answer for number two. Well done. Not a social, but almost. Question three. The third season of the HBO series The White Lotus is set in what Asian country? The White Lotus season 3, airing right now, broke some records. It's pilot, or not pilot, but first episode of season 3 on HBO, just aired on Sunday, and it's set in Thailand is your correct answer for number 3. Question 4. The reality competition series The Traitors takes place at a castle in what country? Birthplace to the host, Alan Cumming. The Traitors is set at a castle, which is in Scotland. Scotland, your correct response for number 4. I was looking for specifically Scotland. If you put the UK, sorry, too vague. Question 5. Double R Diner, the Great Northern Hotel, and the Black Lodge are all locations in what fictional town in Washington state? Your correct answer for number five, that Washington state town, is Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, your correct response for number five. Question number six. The original US version of what reality competition series that now has versions in more than 16 countries around the world concludes each episode with the host saying, "If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else?" More than 16 countries around the world have their own version of this show. The original US host has also been the host at some point in the UK version, as well as the Australian slash New Zealand version. It's a RuPaul's Drag Race, or simply Drag Race. Gonna get you the point for number six. Question number seven. The HBO adaptation of the comic Watchmen takes place in what US city and includes a sobering depiction of the 1921 race massacre in the city? Your correct answer for number seven. Watchmen primarily takes place in Tulsa. Tulsa, Oklahoma is your correct answer for number seven. Three more questions in this TV locations round. Here's number eight. Though it takes place in London, the series Slow Horses centers around disgraced MI5 agents who work at in what building named for an English town? It gets its name perhaps because it sounds a bit like slow. Also, some people say that they may as well be in this town because it's so far away from MI5's headquarters that they call it Slough House. Slough is that town. Question number 9. Though the series is named for a certain US city, the 5 seasons of the show have branched out to include nearby locations like St. Cloud, Kansas City, and Duluth. Named for a city in North Dakota. It's Fargo. Fargo, your correct response for number 9. And of course, featured in the movie upon which this series is based, playing the character Carl Showalter, is none other than our theme in season 61. You have just been.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Buscemied. Yes, it has happened. There he is over there yelling, I think, about a wood chipper situation, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Steve Buscemi going to come up in every single quiz in season 61. You can look forward to more of that 1 week from today. You can find us right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com on Wednesday, February 26th. Hope to see you then. Continuing on with our first category of the evening and our final question in this round. Here it is. Emily in Paris may need a name change for season 5 as the title character is set to open a branch of a marketing firm in what other European city? Only time will tell if Emily in Paris season 5 changes its name to Emily in Rome. Rome is the city. How did you do? 57% of you got it right. And that does bring us to the end of our first category of the evening. Let's check in with our standings for our top teams. A big swath of you have perfect scores thus far. Tied in 11th right now with 9 points, only 1 point off the lead. We have Ill Eagles, Senior Soft Chews, the main Ant from Ants, pieced it together, the Oslo Condition, tied for the lead with perfect scores, 10 for 10, the Mountaineer, the Quizlamic State, We Drink and We Know Things, 12, 17, and 69, the Kazooiest Nando, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, Team 578, Team 578, and We Drink and We Know Things, 22. On to our second round of the night, but first, did you know we host private events and we would absolutely love to work with you. You can reach out to me, Meredith, at nyctrivialeague.com to get the conversation going, whether you're looking for a way to celebrate a personal event like a birthday party or anniversary or wedding. We'd love to be a part of that. Or maybe a corporate get-together. Reach out to me. We will put together something specific to your interests. As you can see, we have all kinds of games that we offer. Looking forward to hearing from you. Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. Round 2 is in the topic of Be Still. Still is going to pop up in either the question or the answer in this category. Here's number 1. What two-word term is used to describe a work of art that depicts mostly inanimate subject matter, like Basket of Fruit by Caravaggio or Vase with Three Sunflowers by Vincent van Gogh? Nidhogg over here predicting 100%. Let's see if it comes true. Every single team who submitted for this one, in fact, did get it right. It is a still life, and we've got a social. Well done. A good start to round 2. Question number 2. What character is being referred to in these lyrics from Disney's Beauty and the Beast? Be still, my heart, I'm hardly breathing. He's such a tall, dark, strong, and handsome brute. The character from Disney's Beauty and the Beast, who's called a tall, dark, strong, and handsome brute by the characters known as the Silly Girls. It's Gaston. Gaston, your correct response for number 2. Question number 3. Fill in the blank. Maya Angelou's 3rd volume of poetry, published in 1978, shares its name with her poem, Still I blank. One of her most well-known poems. It is called Still I Rise is your correct answer for number 3. How'd you do? 73% got that one right. Question 4. What is the name of the fictional band at the center of the 2000 movie Almost Famous? The fictional band in Almost Famous is called Still Water. Still Water. Tougher, but still more than half of you got it right. Question 5. A still is an apparatus that uses the process of evaporation to separate water from what potable type of alcohol with the chemical formula CH3CH2OH? Someone chiming in that they work in spirits production and had to memorize this chemical formula. Important stuff here. Your correct answer, the potable type of alcohol is called ethanol or ethyl alcohol. 80% got it right. Question 6. What track from the album 2001 from the rapper with the birth name Andre Young was the final song performed at the Super Bowl 56 halftime show in 2022? Looking for the name of the song. Andre Young, aka Dr. Dre. The song is Still Dre. Still Dre, your correct answer for number 6. Question 7. What name is shared between a 2024 Brazilian film starring Fernanda Torres and a 2010 musical mockumentary starring Joaquin Phoenix? That Brazilian film nominated for a slew of Oscars in 2025. It and that Joaquin Phoenix movie are both called I'm Still Here. I'm Still Here. Question 8. The Guinness Book of World Records recognizes what 1997 album by Shania Twain that features the song You're Still the One as the biggest selling studio album by a solo woman artist? Name that album. The soundtrack to The Bodyguard has also sold a record number of copies, though it's credited to Whitney Houston. There are other artists featured on the album. The solo woman artist with the most or the biggest selling studio album, Shania Twain. That album is called Come On Over. Come On Over, your correct response for number 8. Welcome, Sam. Get signed up if you aren't already. And we've got 2 more questions in this Be Still round. Here's number 9. Julianne Moore won an Academy Award for her performance in what 2014 drama about a woman confronting her diagnosis with early onset Alzheimer's disease? Julianne Moore won an Oscar for her performance in Still Alice is the name of that movie. And our final question in round number 2. Here we go. What actress and singer released her first fragrance, Glow, in 2002, which became the best-selling fragrance in the US? She went on to release a second fragrance called Still in 2003. The full names of those fragrances are Glow by J-Lo and Still Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, your correct answers for number 10. That does bring us to the end of our second category of the game and the halfway point of this evening's quiz. Our top teams, let's see how it's going. Oh, we've got a big tie here in 7th place with 19 points. The Quizlamic State, the Kazooiest Nando, Team 578 and Team 578 pieced it together, and the Oslo Condition tied for the lead with perfect scores thus far, 20 for 20. The Mountaineer, We Drink and We Know Things, 12, 17, 69, and 22, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Our third category tonight, we are talking all about All Eyes on Me. In this round, each correct answer will begin with the letter I. Here's number 1. Allison Janney won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for playing LaVonna Golden, an abusive mother, in what 2017 sports biopic? That 2017 sports biopic. It's I, Tanya. I, Tanya. How'd you do? Quite well. 80% of you got it right. Question number 2. A black fly in your Chardonnay, a no smoking sign on your cigarette break, and 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife are mentioned in the lyrics to what song that peaked at number 4 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart in 1996? A song with much debated lyrics about whether it actually fits the title of the song. It's Ironic by Alanis Morissette. Ironic, your correct response for number 2. Question number 3. With a population of roughly 330,000 people, what country became the smallest in terms of population to qualify for the FIFA Men's World Cup in 2018? Though eliminated in the group stage, this country earned a historic draw against powerhouse Argentina. That small nation that made it to the Men's World Cup in 2018 is Iceland. Iceland, your correct response. Question number 4. What Japanese word for the art of arranging flowers can be translated into English as making flowers alive? The art of arranging flowers, making flowers alive, the literal translation of ikebana. Ikebana, your correct response for number 4. Half of you got it. Well done. Question 5. Similar to competitors like Epic and Indy, what ski resort pass owned by Alterra Mountain Company allows users to access various skiing locations such as Mammoth Mountain and Aspen Snowmass during a ski season for one bundled price? Your correct answer for question number 5 is Icon Pass. This one was, in fact, my hint of the night on Instagram. If you follow me at Trivia Meredith, in all likelihood, you're amongst that 82% of people who got it right. Or maybe you're like someone on a lucky team here tonight who knows about Icon Pass because of their coworkers. Whatever the case may be, thank you for following me, most likely. And if you don't already, I will help you out next time you play our game. Our quiz, once again, coming up 1 week from today. You can find us right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com on Wednesday, February 26th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So hope you'll join us for our next game. Our next question in this all eyes on me round. Reminder, all correct answers will begin with the letter I. Here's number 6. Panama is a noted example of what geographical feature defined as a narrow piece of land that connects two larger areas across a body of water that would otherwise be separated? Your correct answer for number 6, that is an isthmus. Panama is an example of an isthmus. Question number 7. Here it comes. All eyes on me. Founded in 1893, the labor union, currently led by Matthew Loeb, representing over 168,000 technicians, artisans, and craft persons in the entertainment industry, is commonly known by what 5-letter acronym? The 5 letters in this acronym represent the words International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. It's better known as IATSE. IATSE is the union in question. A tough one. Well done to that 38% of you who got that one correct. Question number 8. Located mostly within the thermosphere, what layer of the Earth's atmosphere has a roughly defined range of 30 miles to 600 miles above sea level? That part of Earth's atmosphere is known as the ionosphere. Ionosphere. Question number 9. In 2021, Joe Gatto announced that he was leaving the comedy troupe The Tenderloins, the central members of what TV series, which premiered on True TV in 2011? That True TV series that premiered in 2011 is called Impractical Jokers, is your correct answer for number 9. And we are on to our final question in round number 3. Question number 10. The murder of 4 members of the Clutter family in rural Kansas in 1959 was detailed in what 1966 nonfiction book by Truman Capote, considered a classic of the true crime genre? The nonfiction book by Truman Capote is called In Cold Blood. In Cold Blood. That does bring us to the end of our third category of the evening. Let's check in with our top teams before we head into our final round of the night. We've got a tie in 10th right now with 27 points each between Sharaboozy, Team 578, and Team 578. In 9th with 28, pieced it together, tied in 6th with 29 points, the Mountaineer, the Kazooist Nando, and the Oslo Condition, and tied for the lead with perfect scores, 30 for 30. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, 69, and 22, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It all comes down to this final topic of the night. For the picture round this evening, we are talking all about logos in technology. In this round, you are going to see 10 logos that represent different technology companies, applications. It is your goal to identify the company for 1 point each. On your answer sheet, you're going to see all 10 images laid out next to each other. Next to each of those images will be a number from 1 through 10. Underneath those 10 images are 10 numbered blanks. Kindly make sure that you enter in your responses in the correct order. You're going to have 5 minutes to work on this round. At the end of the 5 minutes, we will resume chatting with one another here, and I'll go over the correct answers before we move on to our final question of the night, the tiebreaker. Let's do it, everybody. You've got 5 minutes on the clock to name these technology companies. Good luck. We are halfway through the picture round. Hope it's going well for you. Looking for the names of these companies. In 2 minutes and 30 seconds, we'll find out how you did. Before we move on to that tiebreaker, good luck. Keep an eye out, everybody. The countdown timer is going to be heading your way momentarily. I've got some answers for you all in the picture round here tonight. We're looking at logos in tech, the name of the app or company. Image number 1 is Intel. Image number 2, that's the logo for Slack. Number 3 is PayPal. Image number 4, that is Firefox, Mozilla Firefox, going to get you that point as well. Followed by Windows, Microsoft Windows. Next, we have Adobe. Image number 7, getting a little tricky. That is Square, the payment app. Image number 8 is the tech company AMD. Image number 9, another tricky one, is Kyocera. And lastly, image number 10 is Nest or Google Nest. Let's see how you did. The easiest one of this round, with 88% of you getting it right. Oh, nope. You did better on these other two, actually. 90%. Firefox and PayPal. That 88 was Adobe. And the hardest ones were AMD and Kyocera, just as I thought. I knew those two were hard. Okay. We do have one more question in tonight's game. It is a tiebreaker question. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to that tiebreaker question is to get as close as you can to the correct number. So that means you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever is closer is going to break that tie. Here's the question. As of 2024, how many employees does Microsoft have? Teams who end up in a tie here tonight and are in the top 15 or so teams this evening, we will calculate the results of your tiebreaker response and post the answers, the final order, over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League, so you can see what ended up happening over there based on the results of the tiebreaker. Reminder, everybody, our next game is coming up 1 week from today. You can find us right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Wednesday, February 26th. Almost the end of February already. January was like the longest month of my life, and February has been like so quick. Anyone else? Okay, Microsoft, as of the year 2024, had 228,000 employees. 228,000. No one got it right. I'm happy to report. Good. Let's see what ended up happening here tonight. That does bring us to the end of this evening's quiz. Let's head on over to the winner's circle. Congratulations to our top teams here tonight, finishing in a tie for 15th place with 32 points. The Rubber Yolks and Why Not Zoidberg. In 14th with 33, the Quizlamic State tied in 9th with 36. The Mountaineer Gravy Night Live 50th. Team 578, Team 578, and pieced it together. Tied in 7th with 37 points, we have Sharaboozy and the Kazooiest Nando. Tied in 4th with 39, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. We Drink and We Know Things 22, and the Oslo Condition. And we ended with a 3-way tie for that top spot here tonight. But only one of them, after the tiebreaker, are going to end up on the scoreboard. Perfect scores, though. Well done. We Drink and We Know Things 12. We Drink and We Know Things 17, and We Drink and We Know Things 69. Thank you all so much for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you so much to Peter and the rest of the writing team for helping to put together tonight's game. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible. And thank you so much, Murr and the rest of the Rizzio team for creating the software that you all played the quiz on here tonight. I appreciate every single one of you for joining the game. I hope you have a wonderful evening and that I'll see you 1 week from